All right, thank you everyone for being out here for the second practice of the day, East team practice today. We're gonna have two people at the press conference today, head coach Williams for the Falcons team, and then we'll have AJ Finley, safety from Ole Miss. All right, Coach Williams. If you don't mind starting, Coach, how'd practice go today?
Practice went a little bit better. We added in some situational plays today, whether you talk about third down, getting guys acclimated to the way we operate when it comes to third down situations, how important third down is for us to extend drives on offense and for us to get off the field on defense. So I thought the guys picked up the concepts pretty well. Again, while we're working on those situations, we still got to continue to get better with our fundamentals and our technique, which those guys are working on right now currently. Questions?
Coach, it's just like a special teams meeting.
Yeah, let's go.
Would you say that the defense kind of looked a little better than the offense today?
You know, defense made a couple of plays on the ball, which was awesome, and you can see the guys at the line of scrimmage being able to, set the edge, play in the backfield. Defense did have a better day today, and it was good. There was a lot of bright spots out there for those guys, making plays on the ball or setting up a new line of scrimmage on the other side of the football.
How much of what you guys do? I mean, I know there's a lot of restrictions, right? But like, how much of what you guys do during the year do you bring over to here, or do you end up being kind of cautious with that?
We talk about like teaching fundamentals and competing. There's a couple of drills that we do carry over that we like to use to evaluate certain aspects of the game, Mike. And then schemes. I mean, whether you look at a flat route to out of the backfield, a wide route, a slant route, those are basic fundamentals. There might be a couple of terminology things that we carry over that we might keep pretty basic, but we limit the menu of what we use here while we're out here in Las Vegas.
How much is that is because you got these guys for 4 days, and how much of it is because the vast majority of these guys you're never going to coach again after this, and you don't want other teams to maybe know anything of what you guys do?
Well, it's a little bit of combination of kind of both. It's kind of a complex question because you want to give guys enough information to see if they can handle the information and be able to apply it from the meeting room to position drills and then working the schemes at practice. And then you don't want to give them too much because we understand the reality is we only have a week to get ready for a football game. So it's an equation that us as coaches and as a staff we work on to make sure that we get enough in to see if these guys can handle the information, but we don't put too much into where we're kind of dialing back and we're not being able to see them truly go out there and perform at a high level.
How do you strike that balance between not overwhelming them with information overload and making sure that you're efficiently and routinely gaining ground each day?
I think you got to put the players first and foremost when it comes to that. How can we, evaluate these players and give them a chance to go out there and be successful, but at the same time teach them like, hey, we're going to put a little bit on you because in an NFL week, there's going to be a lot of different things that you got to put in the game plan. You got to be able to operate in a shorter. Sometimes you have a shorter week on a Thursday. You play a Thursday game and see if they can handle that information. So we kind of try to put the players first and foremost. Here's the information that we want to work with. Here's what we want to get accomplished for the week. So now how are we going to execute that plan so those guys can go out there and perform, these 4 practices and then going in Thursday for game day.
How was Coach King handled taking on the special teams coordinator role?
I think he's doing a really good job. You put guys in a position to where you want to help them get better. He's been a coordinator before at the University of Bucknell, and it was his first year in the NFL. There's always things that we can all get better at. Myself right now being the head coach for the week and us as coaches and coordinators. So you only get better at reps and you need that exposure. And there's always things that we can all get better at. But being able to handle a roster, a lot of guys, probably didn't play a lot of special teams in college, and getting them to, line up in special teams formations, work particular special teams drills. It's not an easy task, and I commend them for it.
One more question for Coach.
Anybody else?
Oh, sweet. Appreciate you guys.
Yes.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Okay. And then next up, we've got AJ Finley, safety from Ole Miss. We had an awesome day of practice today. AJ, want to come up here? I'll start, AJ. You had a couple interceptions today in practice. What was the practice like today for you?
Today was a smooth day. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just ball. It's the same football I've been playing since I was 3 years old, so nothing really too crazy out there. Just going out playing with the guys.
How was working with your coaches been this week?
It's been great. Honestly, just learning from new people. It's always good to get an idea of what somebody else thinks about something. So I feel like it's been a good experience for me.
It's obviously a short time window to learn a lot of new things. What information did you take from yesterday's practice that you were then able to apply today?
I feel like it's really not. I wouldn't say it's a lot of information to retain, but I would just say picking up on stuff that I could work on today in practice, and that's really what I focus on every day.
How are you adjusting to a new scheme?
I wouldn't like. I really truly believe that it's like everybody runs the same things. I feel like everybody just runs the same things with different terminology, so it's really not that much of a difference from what I ran in college. So I feel like I've adjusted well.
You made a couple nice plays today. Talk to me about how you get in the right position as a defensive back, playing in space. What balance you have to strike there.
I feel like it's knowing what you got to do. I feel like if you know what you got to do, you're going to be in the right spot a lot of times. So I feel like really the thing that I do well is knowing what I got to do and understanding what offenses are going to do to attack what we're in. So I feel like just knowing what you got to do and knowing how the offense is going to attack is how you make plays.
How's it been going up against the QBs, specifically Aiden O'Connell?
It's always fun to face new quarterbacks. You go against a guy that you really haven't seen much of. It's honestly just good competition. All of us are probably the best. We're obviously the best in the country, so it's good to play against guys like that.
And how has the adjustment been with new teammates on the defensive side of the ball, especially communicating, working with new coaches? How has all that kind of come?
I mean, I feel like it's been pretty easy, honestly. I feel like I mesh pretty well with anybody, honestly. So getting to know guys is not really hard for me. So I just take it in really quick, honestly. Getting to know the guys well and just communication is really key on defense. So it's something you got to do. You can't be out there quiet. A lot of times, if the defense is quiet, something's wrong going to happen. So really just going out and communicate, being loud with each other is what we got to do.
One more question.
How have you liked working with the Falcon staff, Coach Perry, and the rest of the gang of your teammates?
It's been really fun. Obviously, those guys bring a lot of energy. They're fun to be around, and it's honestly a blessing to be around them.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.